And now that I've pressed this secret button and I go to move forward, you'll see that right there starts inspecting the weapon. Alright, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how to inspect your weapon inside of Fortnite. Now, before I actually get started with the video, I just want to say if you guys are new around here, make sure you do go and subscribe, as I do post, tips, tricks, just stuff to give you guys the edge inside of Fortnite. I am going to start making like tutorials and stuff like that on how to actually improve, like your skill inside of the game. And with that out of the way, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. So inspecting your gun, what is it? It's pretty much what you saw at the very beginning of the video. It's pretty much where the player or your character takes their weapon, kind of holds it up, looks at it, flips it over, does all this, stuff, pretty much just looking at the gun. It also kind of gives you a better view of the gun. Just because like we've never had anything like this inside of Fortnite. It did come out at the beginning of season 7, and there still are a ton of people that don't actually know how to do it. I've actually showed a lot of my friends how to do it, and they're kind of amazed because they didn't think that there was a way to actually do it. Now what I will say is that this isn't the first time we've seen inspecting guns inside of games. It's actually a highly requested feature, especially in first-person shooters such as like Call of Duty. I know CSGO, I think, was one of the first people that started doing it, and then other games kind of started adopting it, just because it's it's like one of those cool quality of life things that you don't really think about until you have it. And then once you have it, you're like, okay, yeah, this is super cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hop into gameplay to actually show you guys what it looks like and how to actually do it. Okay, so now that we're actually in game, I am inside of creative, but it does not matter, like if you're inside public matches or playground or honestly wherever you are, this will work. So what you're gonna want to do is first, get a weapon and everything. But before I actually talk about that, I just want to go ahead and say that this is not 100% official, so there is no like official way to technically do this, but I have found a way just through means of playing ever since season 7 has released to actually kind of force this inspect weapon to happen. I wouldn't call it a glitch, but I definitely would call it a, I guess, wise use of in-game mechanics. So once you actually get your weapon, what you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to hold it in your hand, and I'll show you that in just a second, because what I believe that this is a kind of like an idle kind of animation. So it'll happen once you're idling for a second, and then you start, I guess, moving. I don't know if you guys have ever played like GTA or anything like that, but if you go idle and you're kind of just standing still for so long, your player will start kind of like like moving around, kind of just like doing little animations. I believe this is what that is. It's kind of a like little animation in game that kind of shows that you've been idling or you've been standing still. Now what you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to equip the weapon, right? You're going to want to make sure it's in kind of like this position. You're going to want to stop, and then right there. What's going to happen is that your player is then going to start inspecting the weapon. Now you saw at first, like, now my gun is down and it's kind of not holstered, but it's kind of just like laying down, like I don't have it up and ready. What you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to eventually get your character to actually put the gun up and get it ready. So kind of like standing still for a moment and then moving will actually sometimes cause it to trigger. Like I said, I believe dropping the actual gun and then picking it back up. So where'd it go? All right, so like that, and then move forward. Don't run, and then stop, and then they should actually end up inspecting it. But like I said, like right there, it doesn't actually happen. I believe there is a timer in between this, so if you do it, wait about a minute or two if you're trying to show off to your friends that, hey, I know how to do this, because like I said, there is no official like way to actually do it. There's no actual button to actually press to actually make this happen besides just a button. I mean, I guess there is technically a button, the one on your left analog stick, to actually make you move, or if you're on keyboard, your W key. But yeah, if the gun is up and pointed, like you're ready to shoot, kind of like this, but without ADSing, and then you move slightly forward, it'll actually happen. But like I said, I believe there is a timer to it. and I have actually dropped my weapon in game and then picked it back up and then moved forward and then stopped, and then my player sometimes will inspect it, sometimes she won't. There is literally a timer to it, and I'm not sure exactly how long the timer is. It's either, you know, a minute or 2 minutes, sometimes upwards of 3 minutes. Now if you stand still for long enough, I believe it actually will happen. It probably won't happen in this game just because I'm not going to stand still for that amount of time. I believe the time is around 5 minutes if you're just standing still, not doing anything. And then there are other possible ways to have it happen, and those are just completely random. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever been like reloading, and then like mid reload your player will literally just randomly start inspecting your weapon, and you're like, hello, I'm trying to reload, don't inspect the weapon. Or it's like right after a pickup is also whenever I've seen it, you know, happen the most. Like I said, dropping the weapon and then picking back up can also cause this to happen, but you know, the motion of going forward, I feel like really also just makes it happen as well. So see right there, it does it again. Like I said, there is a time limit in between it. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this little tutorial. I like to keep my tutorials nice and short for you guys. And like I said, I hope you guys did go on to enjoy that little tutorial. I'm just trying to be as transparent with you guys as possible. You know, try to give you guys the best information in the fastest way possible. So yeah, like I said, there is a time limit in between how much you can do it, or you know, when you can do it once and then when you can do it again. The time limit, I believe, varies, but like I said, dropping the gun and picking it back up will, you know, kind of let you know if you're at that time limit yet. Like I said, the time limit, I believe, is anywhere from like 1 to 3 minutes. Dropping the gun and picking it back up will help. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. And then also, you know, whenever you pick the gun up, just move forward with the gun in that upright and ready position, and then your character should do it as long as you haven't done it too soon from whenever you did it last. So yeah, I hope you guys did go on to enjoy the video. If you guys did, and if you guys are going to show this off to your friends and everything like that, make sure you do go ahead and drop a like on the video, as you know, your guys' support lately has just been like mind-blowing. Like, honestly, I'm at the point where I'm thinking that we may end up hitting like 2K subscribers by like the end of the month, and that was literally my goal for the end of the summer. So you guys are just like, I'm just mind blown, so I cannot thank you guys enough. The next video should be a, you know, another little tips trick tutorial. I'm also thinking about doing an editing course tutorial for you guys as well, just to kind of help you guys on console that may have problems with editing. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you stay tuned to the channel, you know, post notifications, all that good stuff. And yeah, with that way, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.